It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a showdown in the AFC North. It's the Browns and the reigning AFC champs. Coming up next.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On 2nd and 10, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The numbers for Mixon last week, 15 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space because the defense will key on them.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play?
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there out of the running game. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Charles Harris showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mayfield to throw it. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that. They
had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
6-0 our score after one. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he takes this just a few yards. Shy of the red zone before going out.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Touchdown, Browns. Nelson Aguilar with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes, that's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. On third down, Burrow. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. An option handoff here to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And down right around the 37.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Again, it's Burrow on second and 10. This is the tight end, Njoku. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second down and goal. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Mayfield. Swings this out for Hunt. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Burrow on play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Hey, Charles, give me a water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On second down, Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down. Here's Burrow. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
What's up, man?
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A big play there on the catch and run. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time.
be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They were winning at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with it.
That's caught inside the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down about the 2. A big play there for Cincinnati. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Out of the gun, it's Burrow rolling to his right. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back now in Cincinnati. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll get 3. The 34-yard line. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Isaiah Simmons. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. they cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
149 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Oh, what a move. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes.
But still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Clock. Definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Going out wide, finds Chubb. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One last shot for Mayfield here. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals. There's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed. Touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. Joe Mixon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Charles Harris. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will make our score 9-0.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, Mixon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Stop. Ready. It's hot. 11.
Burrow looking to pass.
And he will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 16, Burrow. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mixon.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
Tucker's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards left on second down from the 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Burrow on play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 6. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. He'll look to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Going the other way.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Bengals pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Charles Harris able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And, oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Runs over it and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Saquon Barkley uses the stiff arm, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake, he'll blitz coming, and down he goes.
Logan Wilson.
The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Oh, look at the juke. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Josh Oliver. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd.
Ravens 24, Bengals 23.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
11.
On second down, Mixon. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Burrow down around his goal line. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect, but boy, that was force against force.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Go, go, go.
11.
From the 30 on second down, Burrow. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. From midfield now, Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Barkley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Pushes him over. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he stopped immediately there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. David Njoku, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they covered him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout.